I'm Robin with Ignite Church of Rock Hill. Thank you for joining us today. I just wanted to share a little bit with you on today in regard to holding on to your faith. Regardless of what's going on right now, we have to hold on to our faith. We are experiencing and facing some adversities, some challenges, sicknesses, and somewhat chaos right now. But we must learn to hold on to our faith. The body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, not a temple of sickness. There was a story in the Bible in Luke 8:43 through 48, and in the King James Version it reads, "And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which had spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any, came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stopped. And Jesus said, 'Who touched me?' When all denied, Peter, that they were with him, said, 'Master, the multitude throng thee and press thee, and sayest thou, Who touched me?' And Jesus said, 'Somebody have touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me.' And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. And he said unto her, 'Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace.'" I just wanted to share that because that story was on my mind, and I went back over and I read about it, and it reminded me of when she was going through her issue, and she had an issue with blood, and she kept going through that for 12 years. Right now, I started seeing it like what we're going through right now with the social distancing. Right now, she wasn't able to be around the people that she loved. She wasn't able really to even go out in public. She was sort of self quarantined. And when she did go out, she had to say, "Unclean, unclean," and warn people because in that culture, she wasn't allowed to go out in her state. And she had been to many doctors and trying to get answers from them. And the verse said that she spent pretty much her whole life saving on trying to get healed. But she was never healed by the doctors. And now people are running around trying to get answers from doctors, and some of them do come up with good answers. And we should seek out doctors because God did give them wisdom in order to help us in these times. However, they should not be the only thing we're seeking. We should be seeking God, and God is the healer. He's the God who healeth thee. So when she went around screaming, "Unclean, unclean," she didn't just lose blood. She lost her ability to create finances. She lost the finances by trying to find any way to cure herself. And we do that. We run around and we're trying everything. You name it, we're trying it. We're buying stuff we don't need to buy, and we're trying to do whatever we can to keep our mind right now. We're trying to do whatever we can to keep our spirits up. Well, she did everything she could, and she spent pretty much everything she had doing so. She also lost her freedom. She was losing freedom because she couldn't just walk around the way she wanted to, like many of us. We've been, quarantined, and we've been at stay-at-home order for a couple of months. But this is a woman who's done it for 12 years. 12 years of not really being able to be around her family. 12 years from when people seen her, they went in the opposite direction. 12 years from not being able to be with the women at the well and draw her water. She would have to go alone. She did this for 12 years. But you know what that I loved about her? She did not lose her faith. She held on to her faith because she knew that she would be healed. She just had to believe it. And when she heard that Jesus was coming, she pressed her way into the crowd and she made her way to Jesus for her healing. And even though she was not supposed to be out there, she still continued to press away to get to Jesus. And when she touched the hem of his garment, she was healed. And then he felt it. He felt her faith. And right now, Jesus feels our pain. He feels our hurt. He understands what we're going through. And if we just reach for him and hold on to our faith, he will be right there to pull us up and proclaim the words over us that we have been healed and that we can just go on. And if we are healed by Jesus, then we need to be like she was. She's told her story. She couldn't hide the fact that she had an issue with blood. Everyone knew her story as soon as she ran out saying unclean. She told everybody about what she had, and she told everybody about how she was healed. That it immediately stopped. It didn't stop after a while. It didn't stop a weeks from then or months from then. It immediately stopped. And right now we need to be able to believe God, hold on to our faith, knowing that he is the God who heals us. And hers took 12 years. Yours may take 12 days. Somebody else might take 12 hours. But we never want to let go of our faith in believing what God can do when we put our faith in him. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.